Welcome back, all my free thinkers, to another video. Guys, I haven't talked about ICP in a while. ICP is one of my largest holdings, and I want to talk about it. I've been digesting a very controversial subject or issue right now that's going on with ICP, and they're not ICP's developers, but software engineers feel a certain way about this new self-writing internet that ICP is pushing toward. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. Not that anybody would care, but as an investor in ICP, I'm going to give you my thoughts on that, as well as a little bit about my background in graphic design to show you the parallel between the two and this new world that we're going into that's basically ran by AI. So that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to show you snippets of a presentation that Dominic Williams, the chief scientist of ICP and Definity, that he gave going on now almost 2 weeks now. And I've seen this video before, and I've looked around and I've listened to people's different opinions. I've been all on Reddit to see how people feel. And from where I'm sitting, I believe it's more so the software engineers that are in an uproar about this new CaffeineAI. So guys, this is your first time here and you like content like this at Grow Rich, Grow Happy, you're an investor in ICP, or you're an investor in some of the other tokens or coins that we talk about, or you're just looking for a place where free thinking is praised and you're striving to make better decisions in life, you're in the right place, guys. So smash that like button for me, and we're about to talk about some ICP. Now, before I get into that, you guys know that I am part of the 8-year gang, and I have a big portion of my ICP tokens staked over on NNS. Currently, right now, and I'll flash it on the screen, I have 806 tokens staked over there for 8 years, and I'm receiving passive income on those. That is now at I am holding roughly 37 and a half ICP tokens that I've been rewarded just for locking my ICP up over there. And so I think that's great. The way I have mine is not reinvested. I like to choose whether I'm going to reinvest it or I'm going to cash it out. So I like to do that, but it's staked over there for 8 years, and anybody that has theirs staked over there is because we believe in the longevity of ICP. I always tell you guys, sometimes the projects that you get in are far ahead of where people are at the moment. Like, I look at the iPhone, I look at a lot of the things that we use today, and I say we're so far ahead. If you could have saw this technology maybe 5 years or 10 years before it was coming out, like back when Steve Jobs and all of them was working on the iPhone or working on the iPad, would you have gotten in? So I like the fact of ICP because they're forward thinkers and they don't just think about it, they move forward toward it. Where am I going with this? So right now, what's going on is you have the self-writing internet. That's what they're pushing toward. They're looking for a way with AI to have it to where, and I'm going to pop over here and show you, they're going to make it to where you can basically, if you're trying to write some code or create a website, an intuitive website, it'll do it for you. And you have something like that now, but they're taking it a whole nother step. And that step that they're taking is kind of putting software engineers out of jobs, at least from where they're standing, is putting them out of a job. And some of them are in an uproar over it. And while I understand that, and the reason I understand that is because I have a background in graphic design, leadership. I've done it all, but I do have a background in graphic design. And what AI has done is it's pretty much put a lot of graphic designers out of a job, because now you can have AI create these images, and while they may be flawed, you can still get by with it. With me being a graphic designer, I know how to graphic design. Sometimes I just don't have the time to do it. Therefore, I used to pay graphic designers to do my work. But as AI get more advanced, you have to start looking like, man, I could have AI do this, and then I could fix or edit because I have the background to do so. So to me, that's me learning how to work with AI, or realizing that I'm not going to fight against technology, because you're not going to win. It is going to come. And I'm a technology buff. I love technology. So I'm all for it. And I don't know how this video will be received, especially if you have a background in software engineering, and how you may feel. But my advice or suggestion is figure a way to work with it. And you just can't, or either figure a way to work with it, or go somewhere where it's still archaic and they're not going to use it. But I'm telling you, just from looking at how fast AI is advancing, people should have seen this coming. You should have seen where a lot of the skills that you go to school for, like I went to school for graphic design, I went to school for leadership, I went to school for business, I did all of that. But you have to look at technology is going to make it to where a lot of that you did, I hate to say you did it for nothing, because you didn't, because I still believe you need to know the basics. And if you know how to talk to AI, that's the real core skill. So to anybody out there that is facing themselves being extinct, regardless what job you do, my advice to you is figure a way where you can work with the technology, instead of building a wall where I refuse to accept this. So that's just my take. And I want to jump over here because I still believe that ICP is a great investment. Actually, I believe it's even more of a great investment now, because these guys are doing amazing things. So check this out, guys. Let's jump over here right quick. And this is Dominic right here. I already told you guys, he reminded me of Steve Jobs, people like that. The people that, Elon Musk, the people that you first, when they get to talking to you, you're like, this dude is crazy. What the hell is he talking about? Flying rockets to Mars, or creating a phone that you can see people on and listen to tunes on. Wow, what are these guys talking about? But then you look at people like this, and they're like, yeah, pretty soon you ain't gonna need software engineers, and you're gonna have AI that can do it all for you. That day is coming. So check this out, what he's saying, and I'll let him explain a little bit about what's going on here, guys. Here we go. Let me make sure this volume is up. And let's do it.
The functionality. Of course, this new self-writing internet paradigm isn't just about the initial act of creation. You're going to start out by chatting to the AI. It's going to return a URL to you, which you're going to click on, and it's going to open your browser, showing the web application or internet service that you created. But of course, you're going to want to improve that continuously by chat, both initially and over time. And the paradigm will allow you to do that. You'll simply talk to the AI and refresh your browser to see the changes. Even when you're updating an internet service that might have hundreds of users and there's a ton of data inside that you can't risk losing. So this is a completely new paradigm where we simply describe to create and build out the internet ecosystem in ways that we want. But this new paradigm has been enabled by the confluence of two other paradigms. On the one hand, we have super advanced large language models capable of writing highly sophisticated code. On the other hand, we have the internet computer, a compute network that's been optimized for AI and has properties that allows it to build solo in a safe way. And the result of that is that we can produce applications like Caffeine, which allow us to interact with AI to simply create web applications and internet services through describing what we want. So now we've taken a peek at the future. Let's rewind a little bit and review.
Now, listen to what he said. Now, for anybody who think this is not going to work, oh, it'll never work, this will never happen, AI would never replace humans. Yes, you're right to a certain degree. Trust me, I've seen it with graphic design. It'll happen, and it's only getting better. It's only getting better now, guys. I used to see things where when AI would create certain graphics, they might give somebody 6 fingers, and now it's done corrected itself. So I'm seeing it happen, and I say learn how to work with it. Now, the uproar is a lot of software engineers, I believe, use or was building on ICP, building their applications and different things, and they don't like it. So I'm about to show you something here because Dominic is going to mention that, and I believe he did it right here. So check this out. Is this it, or is it right here? Yeah, it's it right here, guys, because this is an important part.
What does the self-writing internet paradigm mean for the millions of software engineers and designers around the world? Well, I believe that it's going to result in more growth and more employment. First of all, the self-writing internet paradigm will empower 8 billion non-technical people to create web applications and internet services. Some of those, of course, will enter roles in tech, become prompt engineers. Some of them will even become tech entrepreneurs, and others will join new online communities. As the result of their activities, we are going to see millions and millions of new web applications and internet services being created. And inevitably, some of their owners will require professional human assistance. And that will mean, in my view, more work for software engineers, user experience designers, and growth hackers.
Now, I'm going to leave that right there, guys, because here's the thing here. And this is where it comes down to being a forward thinker and seeing what's coming. This is why so many people don't grow and advance, because they don't see this stuff coming. So he's telling you right there, this is coming, whether you like it or not. So I say to the smart people out there, to your kids, to you young adults that are looking to start a career in something like AI, or figuring out how to talk to AI, because that's where a lot of this tech is going. It's coming. The AI is coming. I seen where Trump wants to build the smartest AI system that it is. And I know I'm screwing that up. I'll flash it up here on the screen. He's trying to build like a super AI computer, and it reminds me of Batinza Tao. So you see where it's going, and software engineers or people in IT, you might frown at this and it's like, this is crazy. They're kicking me out of a job. And to someone like me who's never knew how to write code or anything, I like it. I guarantee more people like it than people who are afraid of it. And a lot of them being IT, software engineers and everything. But more people like myself, I like it because I'm like, man, do you know how now to a person like myself or other entrepreneurs and people out there, the things you can create now with the assistance of AI. So that's why I like internet computer and why I believe enough in them to invest long term, 8-year gang. You know, that takes a lot of belief. So I see something like this, and while some might look at it and say, oh, they're totally navigating from their original mission, I don't know anything about that, but that's just how it is in business. Take it from me, I've owned several. You pivot. You have to pivot, and you have to pivot with the times sometimes. And if you are lucky enough and a visionary to see ahead and see what's coming, that's how you make the real money. That's why I always tell people, you know, get an internet computer. I'm going to jump over here, and this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you how I think. And you jump over here, and I'm going to get off this because I'm on Spectre AI. And you look here, and I'm looking at the year chart of this, and the high so far has been $19. And at $19, I guarantee a lot of people was like, man, I wish I'd have got an internet computer because I'd have made some money by now. I was screaming on internet computer back here at this low $6 and something. And now today, as of currently, right, we're up at $9.28. For where this is going to go, and I still feel like this is going to be a triple digit coin and even more valuable in the future, I think this is worth paying attention to, guys. You need to look at this year chart or even go out to the max and you'll see way back here when it was, I believe it was, what was the high? 400 and something. No, actually the high, all-time high was 700. A lot of things happened back then. But do I think it'll get back to that? I think it will go past that. So I think when you're looking and evaluating these projects, you should use my investment guide that is over on growhappy.com. Put your email address in and download that so you can evaluate your crypto projects before you get in them and look at the longevity of these projects. When I look at that presentation that Dominic gave, that just shows me that the future is bright. And while some might not understand it right now, you may get a lot of software developers and engineers and IT people are in an uproar trying to tell you that, no, this will never happen or it's not going to work like they say. I say it may not initially, but believe me, it's going to work. Trust me, I'm a watcher of technology. I see how it's improving, and now you have AI that can improve itself the more you use it. Guys, learn how to work with it, not against it. That's how you make money in crypto. Guys, for those of you that are curious about staking your ICP, I've made videos on it. Check them out. And think if ICP is for you. If you're looking for a project that has long-term appeal and long-term value, where you're going to be making, especially if you stake the way us in the 8-year gang stake, that's passive income constantly. I get my passive income every month and I just let it stack up. And I showed you how much I have now, like 37 and a half ICP coins, just letting it sit there. Where some of you may have your ICP in a wallet, but you haven't bought any. So it's just sitting there. Mine is earning interest. Guys, let me know down below. What do you think of this new self-writing internet? Are you someone that frowns upon it? Of not self-writing internet, this CaffeineAI, this self-writing, it's basically self-writing internet. What do you guys think of it? Are you someone that believes in ICP, or you believed until they made this? Or are you someone that believes in technology and you believe that it's going to happen with or without you? Let me know down below, guys. Let me know how many ICP do you guys hold. I'm out.